Hi guys, welcome to Jennifer Living for another video. Today I wanted to do a review of my small Chloe Tess Day Bag. So as you know, if you've seen my Daria video, I am obsessed with the Chloe Daria. And I just love their leather. I'm obsessed with Chloe in general. I love their leather. I also have the Marcy in medium, and I have the Marcy belt bag, and I love them both. And so I decided that I really loved the look of the Tess Day Bag with my little strap, which I actually had off because I had this in storage. And so I wanted to share this handbag with you. So this is the medium size, and this is the motty gray color. I did put a Christian Dior Twilly on it. This is the Tree of Life one that came out just a little bit ago. This is the strap that comes on the Tess Day Bag, which I will put on now. Okay, so reasons why I love this bag. One, the strap. It's thick. I love it. I can wear this crossbody. I do often. I can also wear it as a shoulder bag. Another thing, super nice pocket in the back. Nice and big, slip pocket, stick my phone, really anything in there, my keys, and I'm good. The other thing I like about it is I do like the handle, although I don't usually use it. That's why I put the Twilly on it for decor, but I do like it. I think it's cute. I think it adds a little something extra to the bag, and I appreciate that. So the hardware on this bag is two-tone. I'm a gold girl. The front is gold. It says Chloe right there. But on the side, if you can tell, this is gold, this is silver, and then this is gold as well. Okay? So just have two-tone, and then these little rivets are also gold. And then up here, these two loops are gold, and then the handle is just the leather, and it is a rather, it's a thinner handle. That's just the width of my finger, so not a super thick handle. The other thing I like about this is it is a flap, but this, if you can tell, is the closure. So it's one of the ones where you, of course I'm trying to do this on the video, so it's going to be odd. You pull down, it fits in there, if you can see that. So this looks like this, and you stick it in there and you stick it up and it catches. So it's nice because if you did want to hold it by the handle, when it's closed, it will stay closed. I honestly, since I carry it on my shoulder or as a crossbody, I usually don't hook it. I just leave it open like this, and then I can just get into it, because having it on the strap, whether it's open or not, does not affect the usability of the bag, and it still looks closed. It's not easy to reach into it and get anything out of it, especially when you have that way, because if somebody's trying to reach into your bag, it's going to be noticeable. So it opens, and this, because this has the hardware, it is a substantive open, and it lays like that. This is suede, and then you see the back of the hardware. Okay, so this is a suede. And then on the inside, which I currently have stuff, so we'll remove the stuffing. You have a pocket, and that's about it. But the nice thing about the inside of this is that it is not a dark hole. You can clearly see in there. Anything that you need to grab, you just reach right in and you grab it. It's easy to grab. So I really love that aspect of it. And then here, this is a pocket here, another slip pocket. So for interior organization, it doesn't have a ton. It is an open space, but I do love the open space. And the other thing I like about it is that the structure on the side that makes it look like it's puckered here is built in. So whether you have stuff in it or not, it's going to stay this big. I could have one thing in it. I could just put my keys in it or my phone, and it's going to stay just like this. It's not going to collapse or anything. So I love that about it. And it's also super roomy. So strap, handbag. I do think that the wrap detail that they do all around this and then here where the little feet are is really cute. I like it. Here it doesn't pucker, but on the sides it does. It's not attached. There's space here. And you can... So I think another thing I really love about this bag, because I also considered getting it in suede, and I also considered getting it in their terracotta color, but I actually really loved the gray because I didn't have anything gray, and I wanted something more on a neutral side because, as you probably know, I like my pink handbags and I have quite a few of them, but neutrals are not something I'm really big on. So I wanted something that wasn't black, wasn't beige, wasn't in the brown family, and this gray I thought was perfect. It's a really nice gray. I love it. It's like a dove gray. And I think the cool thing about this bag is, if you can tell, this here is more of a smooth leather, while this is a grained leather. So on the suede version, sorry, it's because there's nothing in it. On this bottom isn't structured. So if you hold it like this, it will do that. So we'll just puff it out a little bit. So the handle is going to be in this smooth leather, if you can tell. And then this is more grained. This is grained as well. But this right here, this is smooth. So I like the way they did the differences. On the suede one, this interior grained part is actually the suede. And then this is the leather, which I thought was a really cool juxtaposition. However, I don't think I've talked about this. I have a max budget of what I will spend on a handbag, and this one was approaching it. So I actually did not buy this in the boutique. I'm sorry, my local boutique people who actually watch my videos. I did not buy this in the boutique. I actually got it on Farfetch, funny enough. I had looked on there to see if I can get it for a lesser price. I think it's about $19.90 retail. The suede one is over $2,000. $2,000 is my max budget. So for a handbag. So this was approaching the $2,000, and I wasn't really comfortable spending that. I think I got it 4 or 5 months ago. I wasn't comfortable spending that much at that moment in time. I just basically wanted to put the money in other things. So I was looking on Farfetch. I was looking at 24S to see where I could get it, if I could possibly get it at a discount. And I found this on Farfetch, sorry. It was $14.60 or something like that. I put it in my bag, and then I closed my internet and I walked away from it, and then I got that nifty little email from Farfetch saying, come back and complete your purchase with 15% off. And I was like, does it work? So I put the code in, it worked, and I ended up getting this because, of course, tax and duties are included. So I ended up getting this for $11.20 all in. And I was thrilled. I mean, that's less than the price of the mini, which is the smaller size. So there's this small, which I have, and then there is a mini, and I do believe there is a larger size. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll put that in the notes that I was incorrect. But I got the small size. I wanted the small size. It was actually listed as a mini, but I was looking at the photos and I was like, that's not a mini. It had the dimensions on it. And I was like, yeah, that's not the mini size. That's the small size. And I wanted the small size. So I took the chance. I ordered it. It got to me and it was beautiful. Of course, it doesn't come in a Chloe box. But if you don't care about that, it did come in the dust bag and with all its pieces. So I love this handbag. It's different than my Daria. I can't say I like one over the other. It's different. It has a different purpose. It's bigger, has a different structure. It's more of a professional looking bag while the other one's more casual. I wasn't sure, honestly, about the hardware. A problem with Chloe bags, if you are interested in having timeless bags, is that the hardware does kind of tend to age. I've heard age the bag, and I'm really not a fan of all of these big metal accents. However, I didn't mind it on this bag. I thought it served a purpose here, and I think worst case, you know, I could go somewhere and maybe they can like knock it off or something, I don't know. But I loved the structure of this bag. I love that it has a definitive shape, yet it's also still this crumbly, amazing leather. Yes, I just crumpled my bag because you can. You can with a Chloe bag. You absolutely can. It's, you know, they truly are beautiful. And a lot of these YouTube videos with the other people talking about handbags, a lot of them talk about the investment of luxury, of whether or not, you know, they buy a luxury handbag from, you know, Louis Vuitton or Chanel or Hermes, and they expect it to last forever, stand the test of time. They can throw it in the back and it'll be fine. But that's not the case. In reality, really, the more you spend, the more delicate you have to be, the more delicate the bag is. And that's why it's a luxury. If you're concerned about it lasting forever, then you probably shouldn't be buying a luxury handbag. You should be buying a resilient handbag from a brand that is known for resiliency. And that's, you know, that's not a designer handbag most of the time. However, I feel like with Chloe, you really do get an excellent quality product for the money. And while it is a higher price tag, obviously, than just, you know, like Dooney and Burke, which I also love, or Kate Spade or something like that, I do know that, you know, what I'm getting is a great product, and I'm really going to be able to enjoy it. It has that designer luxury feel without costing me $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 or more that it will cost at the other stores. You know, it's a full leather bag with suede, with good size, with nice, you know, hardware and great quality and phenomenal boutique experience. I didn't buy this in the boutique. I was a little too cheap this time around, but I love the boutique experience. My local boutique, actually the boutique manager follows me, and she might be watching this. If you are, hello. But she comments on my Instagram stories, and you know, they are fantastic there. They are always so friendly. They are always so helpful. They'll stand with you and just chit chat about the different bags and let you try them on and help you find things for yourself, even if you aren't going to buy anything. And I love that about them. I absolutely adore that. The last couple times I've been into Chanel, including last week when I purchased my new wallet and my scarf, while the essay I had was super friendly, like I queued in line outside of their entryway, because it was in a Neiman Marcus, so a Neiman Marcus boutique. There wasn't a door, it's just an entryway, and I queued there, and 3 people, including 2 sales associates, were standing there, and they just totally ignored me. They didn't say anything to me until I'd been standing there for about 5 minutes and was really staring at them like, are you going to say something to me? And finally one of them looked at me and said, oh, we'll be with you in a minute. And so, I mean, the woman who ended up coming out to help me was super wonderful. Christine, I loved you if you happen to ever see this. But they aren't like that at Chloe. At Chloe, they are always helpful. They are always, I think I can liken it to an experience you may have in Dior. A lot of people talk about how friendly and helpful Dior associates are. I've not bought a Dior handbag, and I likely probably never will, as much as I would like the new mini Dior in the embroidered, the new spring one. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. But, you know, I have a hard line of what I think is reasonable for a handbag. And, you know, unfortunately, those ones it's just not in what I believe is reasonable for myself at this particular stage of my life. If you want to buy it for me, go ahead. But for myself, this particular stage of my life, I just don't think it's reasonable for me. So all that said, super happy with this handbag. I love Chloe products. I really intend to buy more. I'm still looking at the brown Croco Daria chain, mini Daria with the chain. I still love that. I actually saw this handbag when I went into the boutique to look at that handbag. So before they had it, didn't even have it in the store. They had other colors, but they hadn't had that one in store yet. It was right when it came out. And that's when I saw this handbag, the Tess, and I was like, I love that too. And so I'm so glad I added this to my collection. Again, I was like, maybe I need another size. Maybe. No, I don't. So I love this handbag. I'm super happy with it. I'll show you one more time. There it is. And I'll get my twilly handle out of the way. By the way, a note on this. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will already have seen this because I did this a while ago. And then I just got the Joy de Toi, yeah. Correct me if you speak French. The Dior print, that Joy de Toi print, that is all the rage right now. And I'm obsessed with it. I got a pair of the shoes and I got the navy twilly, mitza, as they call it. And I actually put that on my Daria, which you can see on my Instagram. So go there and check it out. Because I loved how this looked. I thought it worked out really well. I loved the colors. I just adore this right here, this part of this twilly. I love it so much. So I'm so glad this worked out. So don't be afraid to mix your mitzas in your handbags. I mean, maybe some people think you have to do like all Dior, all Chanel, or all Hermes or something like that, but I don't feel that's the case. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm aware, Chloe doesn't offer a lot in the way of mitzas. I've never seen them. Perhaps I'm incorrect. Perhaps they call them bandeaus, as I know that's what Chanel calls them, bandeaus. I have tried to get a Chanel the last 3 times I've been in a Chanel, and either if they have one or two, it's one I don't like, or this last time I went and they didn't have any. So I'm still on the lookout for one of those. But I did really love this Dior one, and I liked the Joy de Toi Dior one as well. So I added that to my navy Daria. So don't be afraid to mix. It's, at the end of the day, the handbags that you buy and the handbags that you own, if you're a normal person like me, if you're a YouTuber, fashion blogger person who gets free stuff or wants to get free stuff, then maybe it's different for you. But for myself, you know, this is my money, and these are things that I want to, these are things I love that I want to have to enjoy. You know, this may not last me forever, and I'm totally okay with that because I don't want to be delicate with my handbags. I mean, I'm not going to like throw it off a building and expect it to survive or run over it, but I want to live with my items. I want them to last for a while. I want them to be great. I don't want to have to replace them every year, not for, you know, retail $2,000, but you know, I do understand that wear and tear is normal and they are going to age a little bit, but I have not been gentle with this bag and it still looks brand new. And I've had it for, I think, 4 months or so. And trust me, I am the kind of person who you know, with my dog, with Jake, I have him in the passenger seat. So my purse goes on the floor in the back seat. And basically when I get in my car, I go like this and I drop it. I'm really bad at that. So having to be gentle is not, it's just not in my, it's just not my forte. So a handbag that's going to stand the test of much use and wear. We'll see how long it lasts. Maybe 10 years from now, I'll still be pulling this out and going, this is my favorite handbag. And that is very possible. But until then, we'll find out. Love your handbags. If you're looking at this, you're going to love it. Do it. Totally do it. You'll be obsessed as well, I think. You know, jazz it up a little bit. If you get more of a plain everyday color, jazz it up with a twilly. You know, get different twillies for different seasons. Really mix it up. Make it your own. Love it. Put a keychain on it. Put a charm. You could put a charm on it. Like, really do whatever it is that you want. And love your handbags, okay? Thank you guys. If you liked this video, please hit subscribe, ring the little bell so you get notifications whenever I decide I want to post a video. And also check out my Instagram at That Girl Who Shops. Yes, That Girl Who Shops. That's me. Shops and then talks about it because she's obsessed with all the things that she buys and she's gushing. I am working on a bit of a styling for people my size 14. Not this modern high waist crop top skinny stuff. I don't do that. The bodysuits, all of those things, oversized. That's not me. I'm more classic, as you could probably tell by my handbags. So I'm working on that right now. I really want to kind of, I see that there is a serious lack of that in this online social media YouTube space, and I'm looking for it. So there's probably somebody else out there who's looking for it too. So I'm going to be doing that. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff as well, It will be geared towards, you know, the size 12, 14, 16 US area. However, I'm sure a lot of the topics and tips will apply to anybody of any size. Those are just the sizes I can speak to. So unless I get my friend involved, then we might be able to talk about like size 2 and stuff like that. But until then, I'll be talking about my kind of size and my kind of body shape. But if you are interested in that kind of topic, please, again, subscribe and be on the lookout for that. Or if there's anything in particular you'd like me to talk about, please leave a comment. I am usually really good about answering everybody's comment. On Instagram, I'm getting used to the way it filters messages. So if you do follow me on Instagram and you send me a message and I don't respond right away, send me a comment or something like that so I know to go and look. I'm trying to be on top of it, but sometimes I'm just not. So let me know, guys. I look forward to talking to you. Bye.